If you are not cashing in on the post-holiday bargains, then you may be looking for something to do the rest of the week. Anthony Yanes joins us live from Northwest Albuquerque with an idea or two. Anthony?
Kim, here is a great idea. The Natural History Museum down here, downtown, right next to Old Town, and I want to go ahead and show you their exhibit, a special exhibit that's here till January 6th. It is called Cinosaurus, the history of dinosaurs in the cinema, and this is teenage cavemen, prehistoric rebels against prehistoric monsters. Of course, this was not an Academy Award winner. Now, a lot of these posters only have one or two or three in existence, which is kind of interesting. And joining us right now is John Arnold of the Natural History Museum. First of all, John, tell me how amazing this truly is.
Well, it is really an amazing collection of dinosaur movies and posters and props. A collection like this is really extremely rare. Some of the things here, there's only one of a kind. And if people are interested in the movies or dinosaurs, either one, this exhibition will really fit the bill.
All right, thank you very much, John. We'll have much more on this Natural History Museum exhibit in just a moment. First, let's talk a little bit about the weather and look outside and get our current temperatures. Right now, we are looking at 38 degrees in Durango, 46 in Clayton. Warm up just a couple of degrees as we move down south, 50 degrees in Portales, 49 in Roswell. Here in the Albuquerque Metro, we are at 45 degrees. Now, we have a storm that is coming towards New Mexico. That's right now in Nevada and Salt Lake City. When will it get here? I'll have that answer coming up in your full forecast. But first, I'm going to go ahead and check out some more of this amazing stuff on dinosaurs in the movies. Kim, back to you.
Okay, you do that. Thanks, Anthony.
We are looking through a motion picture camera at one of the scenes of a movie shot about 50 years ago. Good evening, I am Anthony Yanes here at the Natural History Museum, where we have Cinosaurus, the history of dinosaurs in the movies. And that is just an amazing little prop here. And they've got all kinds of dinosaurs and history relics, comic books, posters, everything. The history of dinosaurs in the movies. And joining me right now is a family all the way in from Ohio who came to see the Bears movie, but then you stumbled on across this. What do you think?
I think it's great so far. I think the Natural History Museum is a great museum.
And how do you like New Mexico?
I love New Mexico. Okay. It's very beautiful.
Very nice. And I want to ask you a question. What was your favorite part of the day?
I love the day.
What would you love?
I love dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs. He loves dinosaurs. We had to beat it out of him just a little bit, but anyway, we'll have much more on this dinosaur exhibit in just a little bit. Let's go ahead and talk about the forecast. Here is your forecast for this evening in Albuquerque. Clear and cold, temperatures will be in the high 30s, but the winds will be light, and that is good news because sometimes we really don't like that wind. Albuquerque tonight will be clear, below freezing, all the way down to 24 degrees. Sunrise at 7:13 tomorrow morning. And speaking of tomorrow, another sunny day, another cool day. Our high will be 49 degrees, and again, good news with those calm winds. Now, the forecast for the rest of the state, snow up in the northern mountains, that'll be kind of off and on. That'll basically intensify this weekend, but it's going to come in tomorrow. Sunny for the rest of the state, a little breezy in southeastern New Mexico. And here's a storm system that is going to be coming in to New Mexico and really having an effect this weekend. But right now, the clouds are moving into the Four Corners, and beyond that, Nevada and Salt Lake City is where the snow is at. Our current temperature is 38 in Durango, the same in Farmington, 52 in Deming, 45 degrees here in Albuquerque, and pretty cool in Santa Fe, 41 degrees. Here's your forecast for tomorrow. Temperatures in the 30s and 40s up north, 33 in Chama, 37 degrees in Durango. Down south will be at 54 degrees in Roswell, 59 in Artesia, 48 Clovis, 51 in Fort Sumner, 59 degrees in Las Cruces if you are heading down there. Here's your forecast for tonight and tomorrow in the East Mountains in the 40s and in the teens and 20s for tonight. 18 degrees in Estancia, the same in Moriarty. In the Albuquerque Metro, get ready for another sunny, beautiful day. Bit cool though, temperatures in the mid-40s, 40 degrees in Santa Fe, 47 in the foothills, and the same in Belen. Your Santa Fe forecast, 7-day. Again, the snow showers will hit Santa Fe on Friday and stick with us all the way through Monday. And then we clear up on New Year's Day where we will be at 39 degrees. When you wake up tomorrow morning, it'll be very cold in Albuquerque. Temperatures in the 20s, even though it is showing, oh, there it is, very cold when you wake up. And boy, that is just a computer glitch if I have ever seen one. Let's go ahead and talk about dinosaurs. This is pre-sitting 2 rows, recreating what the armor-plated Stegosaurus might have looked like in Charles R. Knight's movie 40 years ago. Again, this is pretty amazing out here as far as all the dinosaurs. This exhibit will be here until January 6th, but don't plan on coming tonight because it closes at 5. So if you got kids, or if you just want to come out and get an education yourself, come on out, Dan.
Anthony's like a little kid.
Yeah, having too much fun.
You know, I'm having a great time, and gosh, look how old I am. It's awesome out here. It's really cool. I mean, it really is neat to see the history of dinosaurs, especially with Godzilla and Rodan, which are movies I just loved as a kid.
We'll make sure we get that for you for an after Christmas gift.
Next year, don't forget.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Rodan,
Thanks,
and
Anthony.
Mothra, and some of those other ones.
And we'll
Here's our forecast for tonight. Up to 10 o'clock, clear and cold. Temperatures will be in the high 30s. And tonight, after 10 up to tomorrow morning, we will be below freezing. Our low will be 24 degrees, and the winds will be light. Tomorrow, another beautiful day here in the Albuquerque metro area. Sunny and cool. Our high will be 49 degrees. Sunset at 5:02. The rest of the state forecast looks like this. We'll get some light snow showers up in the northern mountains, basically around Taos County. It may dip as far as Santa Fe, but most likely not. Sunny around the rest of the state, just like today. Cool and a little breezy in southeastern New Mexico with 10 to 15 mile-per-hour winds. Now, what I want to draw your attention to is all of this moisture and all this cloud cover. Here is the heavy stuff right here in Nevada, Salt Lake City, Utah, and it is moving towards New Mexico. And the clouds are getting really close to the Four Corners, and they will start to come in again tomorrow up north. The precipitation cast shows where the snow showers will hit, again, getting really close to Durango by tomorrow morning. And as we move throughout Thursday, here's a look at the northern mountain snow showers at 5 o'clock. Those start to dissipate and dry up by Friday morning, but then they will start to come into northern New Mexico over the weekend. Here is your weekend forecast. Snow all the way from the Four Corners out to the east. The temperatures for the rest of the state will be above seasonal average. It really shouldn't hit anywhere else until the new year, where the western part of our state will get some snow showers, but otherwise southeastern New Mexico looks pretty dry. Here's a look at our current temperatures: 35 in Santa Fe, 33 in Durango, the same in Farmington. We're at 42 degrees currently in Albuquerque with a soft south wind at 6 miles per hour. Now here's your forecast for tonight and tomorrow. Up north, very cold, 2 degrees in Durango, 7 in Shama. Tomorrow will warm up to 37 in Durango, 38 in Farmington, 51 in Santa Rosa, 53 degrees in Tucumcari. Down south tonight, temperatures in the teens and 20s, 25 in Carlsbad, 12 in Cloudcroft, 17 in Ruidoso, 52 tomorrow in Portales, 48 in Clovis, and 51 degrees in Fort Sumner. In the east mountains, it'll be a cold, chilly night. 19 in Edgewood, 17 in Tijeras. Will warm up to the 40s tomorrow. 45 degrees in Estancia. And the Albuquerque metro, temperatures in the mid to high 40s. 49 degrees in Belen, 50 degrees in Rio Rancho, and it will be okay to burn. Temperatures tonight, by the way, will be in the 20s. As far as Santa Fe is concerned, we're looking at 45 degrees tomorrow with these snow showers coming in on Friday and sticking with us all the way up to Monday. And then on the new year, we will be dry. When you wake up tomorrow, our temperatures will be in the low 20s, very cold but sunny. Your 24-hour forecast for Albuquerque shapes up like this: 39 degrees at 10 o'clock, at 6 a.m., 24, noon, 40 degrees. For the 7-day in Albuquerque, you see this clouds start to come in on Friday, get a little bit heavier on Saturday, and then on Sunday, we're keeping our fingers crossed because we need the moisture. Hopefully one day of some pretty good snow here in Albuquerque on Sunday, and then we start to basically lose that as far as Albuquerque is concerned, and then Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday just look cloudy. But it's going to be pretty interesting next week because we haven't had a cloud in the sky for the last couple of days. Now, here's today's winner in your $500 P&M Energy Bucks contest. Mary Ann Griego of Tijeras. You have 13 minutes to call 924-1313, and that would be a great little after Christmas gift for you. $500.
13 minutes.
No kidding.
Clock's ticking.
All right.
Thanks, Anthony.
Let's get right to it. Our forecast for tonight in Albuquerque: high clouds, temperatures in the upper 20s. It's going to be a bit warmer tonight because of these high clouds, which will basically act as a blanket, keeping the heat in. Now, tomorrow, pretty mild temperatures again, just like today. Will be in the low 50s with calm winds. Our sunset tomorrow, just like today, is at 5:03 p.m. And as we look out over our country, I want to draw your attention to Buffalo, New York, and this band of snow showers, this lake effect snow. What this is basically all of the low pressure that is right here, and this counterclockwise motion of clouds is picking up all the moisture from the Great Lakes, warms it up, picks up the warm moisture, freezes it, and then drops it right on Buffalo, New York. This is what it looks like today. Since January 24th, Buffalo has received 7 feet of snow. All of Erie County in western New York is under a state of emergency after this record snowfall. 5 straight days of snow have left more than 7 feet again in parts of Buffalo. The storm blew in Christmas Eve and could linger through tonight, dumping another foot of snow. Now, driving has been banned in the city, and several suburbs with major roadways are shut down. Highways are shut down. You can't get to New York. Also, the airport is closed down. And look at that, how heavy that is. That is just incredible. And basically, it's an exercise in futility because it's going to continue all the way through tonight. But after that, it looks like they get a break in Buffalo, New York. Now, here in the Southwest, we are just kind of basically waiting for this moisture in California to get our way. But as you can see from our radar, we have this patch of basically nothing, just partly cloudy skies. And what this is, it's just a ridge of high pressure. You can almost follow it just like this as it moves right on through Colorado, Oklahoma, and Texas, but nothing is hitting New Mexico because of that ridge of high pressure. Now, that ridge of high pressure will weaken, and so the moisture will start to come in on Sunday. But our forecast for tomorrow means partly cloudy skies for most of the state. Now, we will be cool on the eastern part of the state, and southeastern New Mexico will be breezy because a cold front is going to brush on down, a backdoor cold front. It's going to come on down and drop temperatures about 10 to 15 degrees on Sunday. After this cold front blows through, we will get snow in the northern mountains. Depending on where you live, the higher elevations will have a little bit more. The lower elevations, it will be patchy. It'll reach down all the way into the western mountain ranges, and we have a pretty good chance of getting it here in Albuquerque and also a bit in Ruidoso in Chavez County. Also, Happy New Year 2002, your New Year's Eve forecast. Those clouds will build up again, and on New Year's Day, we have a chance of snow to the north and also along the mountain ranges from the San Juan de Cristos all the way down to the Sacramento Mountains. Currently in Albuquerque, we're at 49 degrees under partly cloudy skies, 47 in Santa Fe, 44 Farmington, 66 in Roswell, 35 degrees in Durango. Now here's your forecast for tonight and tomorrow. 20 degrees in Los Alamos, 16 in Cuba, 19 in Espanola, 18 in Grants. Tomorrow, 48 in Grants, 46 in Espanola. Carrizozo, 26 tonight, 23 in Fort Sumner, 25 in Clovis, and 23 in Portales. Will warm up to 50 only in Portales after basically being in 60. The 60s today, also in the 60s Roswell. You can see that drop by about 10 degrees in southeastern New Mexico. And the eastern plains will be in the 20s tonight, 40s tomorrow, 48 in Estancia, 43 in Tijeras. In the Albuquerque metro, we're looking at temperatures in the high 40s, low 50s, 48 degrees in Rio Rancho, 47 in the foothills, 46 in Placitas, and it is okay to burn tonight. Santa Fe 7-day looks like this, 45 degrees tomorrow, and then the snow showers coming in on Sunday. Albuquerque, when you wake up, temperatures will be in the mid-20s in your 24-hour forecast. 10 o'clock, 30 degrees, and at noon tomorrow, reach a high of 45. The Albuquerque 7-day snow showers looks like they're coming in on Sunday, but pretty much after that it looks pretty dry for Albuquerque, but maybe the rest of the state in northern New Mexico getting a little bit of snowfall, which is good for the ski resorts.
Right. It's going to be a lot or just a little?
Well,
I miss the snow. I can't express that enough.
It looks like a little right now.
You know they want a lot.
They want a lot, but it looks like a little right now. But you never know. Sometimes all it takes is like a 5-mile-per-hour wind to totally change whether it's 2 inches or 12.
So we'll keep our fingers crossed.
We'll keep our fingers crossed.
And we'll take what we can get.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Anthony.
Okay.
May also be forced to pay restitution for all losses.
As of this morning, that blaze, the rodeo Chetasky fire, continues to burn. So far, more than 450,000 acres have charred and destroyed hundreds of homes. While progress has been made on the fire's eastern side, it's still threatening hundreds of homes on the western side. And for the last week, the smoke from the massive blaze has been seen looming over Albuquerque and much of northern New Mexico. Something else is lingering over the Southwest: hostility. Many are angry that many of these wildfires have been set by government workers for entirely selfish reasons. KRQE News 13's Derek Skiba has local reaction to the wildfires. That was Derek Skiba reporting. Many people in Arizona believe the man arrested yesterday needs much more severe punishment if he's found guilty. They believe 5 or 10 years is not nearly enough time to serve. They think 20 years or even life in prison is more appropriate for the destruction he caused.
And new information this morning.
An update now on the wildfires in the southwest. More evacuated residents are being allowed back home near Durango, but they're ready to flee again at a moment's notice. The Missionary Ridge fire has grown to more than 72,600 acres. The eastern half is 35% contained, while the western half is 65% contained. So far, fighting the flames has cost $28 million. Here in New Mexico, a range fire burning in the state's Boot Hill is not as big as first thought. The Walnut Complex fire was estimated at more than 20,000 acres yesterday, but remapping has placed it at 11,000 acres. Lightning sparked the wildfires last Thursday. It's burning on private and BLM land about 60 miles south of Lordsburg. No buildings are threatened. And in Arizona, firefighters battling the Rodeo Chedeskai fire are finally getting a handle on that huge blaze this morning. It's 45% contained and thousands of people are being allowed to return home. More than 400 homes and 460,000 acres have been destroyed. There has been a huge hospital takeover in Albuquerque. Ardent Healthcare of Nashville has now agreed to buy Loveless. They had already agreed to buy St. Joseph's. The total price tag for the two is about $300 million. Ardent is buying 4 hospitals, 2 health plans, several physician practices, and a rehab hospital. Dr. Steve Comedina of the Medical Society thinks the deal is very good because the new owners will have a fresh perspective. Loveless reached national prominence for its medical testing of the early astronauts. And Albuquerque firefighters have started their fireworks patrols. Yesterday, city officials announced a massive commitment to combating illegal fireworks. Albuquerque firefighters and police are working side by side with state police this week, going after anyone setting off fireworks they're not supposed to.
During this 4th of July season,
anyone caught lighting illegal fireworks could face a fine of up to $1,000 and up to 90 days in jail. Here in the U.S., Secretary of State Colin Powell urges Americans to kick back and carry on with their plans for Independence Day. He says law enforcement officers around the nation will be watching for any suspicious activity.
We're going to be vigilant.
Powell also believes it will be some time before Americans can feel at ease again in society. The Missionary Ridge fire has claimed hundreds of acres and hundreds of homes. Now it has claimed a life. A firefighter working on the Missionary Ridge fire near Durango died yesterday. Authorities say the fireman was found on the east side of the blaze where he was working. His name and hometown have not yet been released. Meanwhile, 300 fresh firefighters have joined the nearly 2,000 now battling the Missionary Ridge fire. To date, 73,000 acres have been destroyed, and the fire is 55% contained. Yesterday, air tankers were dropping slurry every 3 minutes on areas of the fire too remote for firefighters to reach. And several fires are still burning in New Mexico this morning. The Walnut Complex fire in the Boot Hill now stands at 21,000 acres. In the Four Corners, the Carrizo 1 fire has burned about 2,000 acres. And the Trompas fire is now officially contained after burning nearly 5,000 acres in the Pecos wilderness. In Arizona, the man accused of starting the Rodeo Chedeskai fire will be in federal court this morning, and that has some Apache tribal members fuming. They say they're bothered by the treatment of accused fire starter Leonard Gregg. He's already been charged in federal court, but they say an Anglo woman who started the second blaze by lighting a signal fire because she was lost has not been arrested. After becoming the first person to circumnavigate the globe alone in a balloon, adventurer Steve Fawcett is still looking for a place to safely land. When his balloon crossed the southern Australian coast yesterday, it was greeted with winds too strong to allow for a landing, so Mission Control called off a touchdown and says Fawcett may be able to land late today, nearly 600 miles northeast of the original site.
Coming up after the break, a bird of many different feathers is in the Newsflex today. This is Rowdy. You get to meet him coming up.
Many different personalities, too. Speaking of personalities, here are your celebrity birthdays. Talk show host Montel Williams is 46. Country singer Aaron Tippin is 44. Actor Tom Cruise is 40. And actress Hunter Tylo is 40 also.
And good 4th of July morning to you. Thank you for joining us. We'll get to those morning headlines in just a moment, but first let's get a quick look at the weather.
The weather right now, we're getting some light rain showers along the western part of our state from southwestern New Mexico all the way up to northwestern New Mexico. Our current temperatures, if you're getting ready to head out for that 4th of July trip, look like this morning. 70 degrees in Deming, 53 in Grants, 56 in Durango. Here in Albuquerque, we are at 68 degrees. Here's a look at those lightning strikes, basically above Catron County, moving into McKinley and Grant County. Those have been there, as you can see, the past 4 or 5 hours, not letting up at all, but the rain showers are getting a little bit lighter, as you can see from our triple Doppler radar. Most of the rain showers are basically huddled over Catron County. Taking a look at Albuquerque, we are dry right now, some light rain showers near Santa Fe, Las Vegas, Clines Corners, and Bond, and then also in northwestern New Mexico, some light rain showers right around the Chama and Taos area. Now, these showers will begin to build today, so again, another wet forecast. We'll have much more on this in your extended 7-day.
And bring your umbrella.
Bring your umbrella tonight.
All right, thank you, Anthony.
While everyone seems to be battling the drought, more water problems are developing underground. Some wells in the East Mountains are only producing a trickle of water. People like Chuck Davidson collect rainwater to make up for the difference. He says some neighbors bicker about using too much water, and it's getting worse as the underground water tables continue to drop. The state engineer says the underground water tables are dropping in the whole Estancia Basin, but because of the complexity of the underground system, some people are affected while others can pump all the water they want.
And it's really humid out there this morning, especially for New Mexico.
Our relative humidity here in Albuquerque is at 68% right now. And I know Ashley Risk is also waiting on pins and needles for today's weather trivia
Aren't
question.
we all?
You know, I get comments that people really like this.
I do like this. I go for 13.
And you've been hounding me all day that
I
it's
haven't
not
been
all
alone.
that exciting. What is the record number of days in a row Albuquerque has hit 100 degrees? We were just at 3 days on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday where we hit 100, 101, and 100. Yesterday we were at 96. Ashley says 13 straight days of hitting 100 degrees here in Albuquerque. The correct answer is, Ashley is wrong. It's 9 straight days, June 22nd to June 30th in 1980.
No, I think you need to go back and check your phone.
You are so messed up. Happy birthday, USA. Afternoon showers expected here in Albuquerque. Our high will be 92 degrees. When you head outside tonight to watch the fireworks or light them at your home, make sure you're careful that you do have legal fireworks. But if you're joining us at Kirtland Air Force Base, bring an umbrella because there's a chance, or a pretty good chance, of getting some scattered thunderstorms this evening. Here's a look at current temperatures throughout the state. 64 degrees in Albuquerque, pretty much close to our relative humidity. And your forecast for today, wet outside. Temperatures in the high 80s to 90s. Here in Albuquerque, our high will be 92 degrees.
Where do you get your information?
I actually got that one from the National Weather Service, so it is accurate.
Okay.
Hey, you know what?
I want to see that.
One pretty woman got married last night. The other pretty woman, Ashley Risk, is still single.
Oh, he's so sweet. Thank you very much, Anthony. You're so full of it. The pretty woman isn't single anymore. Julia Roberts, publicist, confirmed.
Now, News 13 weatherman Anthony Yanez with your forecast first.
Good afternoon. We are live at Kirtland Air Force Base in anticipation of a star-spangled 4th of July party. And joining me right now is Lieutenant Kelly Jeter. Lieutenant, first of all, as far as entertainment goes, what can people expect here at Kirtland tonight?
Well, we're going to have 2 stages. There's going to be the main stage. We're going to have the 44th Army Band and a few other musical acts. And then the secondary stage is more for the kids. They're going to have quite a few different musical acts. They're going to have karaoke and a live martial arts demonstration. It's going to be a little bit of everything, plus the historic military vehicles and a bunch of bouncy things for the kids and clowns and all sorts of fun stuff.
Gates open at 3 o'clock, and I know it's very important for people to get here early. As far as restrictions go, what do people need to know?
Basically, remember, don't bring any coolers or backpacks. Don't try to bring those into the activity area, and no fireworks on base whatsoever. And another good thing to remember, if you're going to try and ride a bicycle onto base to beat the traffic, be sure and have a helmet. You won't be allowed on base without a helmet.
How important is it for the Air Force and Kirtland Air Force Base to have a successful 4th of July in light of what happened on September 11th?
Oh, it's extremely important. The people of New Mexico, and especially Albuquerque and the surrounding area, have been so good to us. This is our way of saying thank you. We want to say thank you to everyone and all their support.
Okay. And thank you, Lieutenant Jeter. Let's go ahead and get to the forecast. For Albuquerque, our high is expected to be 90 degrees here in Albuquerque. And happy birthday, USA. We should get some afternoon showers showing up sometime around 3 or 4 o'clock. Those will stick around, be scattered and isolated this evening. So if you are planning to come out, make sure you watch the skies because we are expecting some thunderstorms in and around Albuquerque. They shouldn't stick around, but they will be around. Our precipitation shows that we are already getting those rain showers. A precipitation cast shows what to expect tonight at 10 o'clock and into tomorrow morning. Severe, most likely, on the eastern plains, the highlands. Your weekend forecast looks to be wet too, but not as wet, only isolated showers, partly cloudy and hot temperatures in the low 90s. Here's our current temperatures: 81 degrees here in Albuquerque, 88 in Deming, 81 in Hobbs, 79 degrees in the Alien City in Roswell. Currently, we have 31% humidity. If you'll notice, that has dropped quite a bit from this morning, but still is ripe for some showers to develop, and it is nice out here because there isn't any wind. Our forecast for up north, temperatures in the 70s and 80s, 78 degrees in Las Vegas. As we move down south, temperatures in the 80s, 90s, and 100s, 103 in Lordsburg, 101 in Las Cruces. On the eastern plains, temperatures in the low to mid 80s, 86 degrees in Moriarty and Albuquerque. As far as the metro area is concerned, we're looking at 92 degrees expected in Rio Rancho, 84 degrees in Santa Fe. We are under a yellow water watch afternoon. It looks green on my monitor here, so if that is green, it is actually supposed to be yellow. Our Santa Fe 7-day shapes up like this: 84 degrees for our high today, with showers expected throughout the week. Our monsoon season starts on Sunday, so we have a chance of getting some showers pretty much every afternoon for the next few months, basically. Planner for today, 9 o'clock, 81 degrees here at Kirtland Air Force Base. Pretty warm, so make sure you dress appropriately and also maybe bring an umbrella just to be safe. Our high is 90 degrees with showers best on Friday and Saturday, and then basically clearing up a little bit starting at the beginning of next week, but again, still a chance of getting in some rain, and temperatures will be in the low to mid 90s all week. Ashley, we're going to head it on back to you, and we are very excited, everyone here at KRQE News 13, to invite everyone out. They are expecting 100,000 people out here tonight to watch the fireworks and maybe even watch a show in the sky, as far as the lightning is concerned.
All right, thank you very much, Anthony.
Good morning. Your time is now 5:41. And did you do anything special for the 4th of July?
I went home and I slept until the, because, you know, we were not used to the schedule, and I went home and slept until all the fireworks in Rio Rancho started going off, and boom, 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 around 9 o'clock at night, kept me up till about 11, so.
A friend of mine told me it'd be a great idea to go to Bullhead Park, which is next to Kirtland Air Force Base, because nobody's there. No problem parking or anything like that. Of course, there were about 50,000 people there. And it took about an hour to get out, so pretty much I didn't sleep last night. So a little tired this morning, but let's go ahead and get to the weather and look at our current temperatures outside. 57 degrees in Durango, Colorado, 67 in Farmington, 60 degrees at TRC, and 68 here in the Albuquerque Metro. Here is your wet forecast for the day. Roswell, 90 degrees, 89 degrees in Farmington, and in Santa Fe, 85 degrees. If you're heading out to Elephant Butte Lake, maybe doing some fishing or just some water skiing, here's your forecast. Fireworks are a big concern also up in the East Mountains, where almost any spark could cause a disaster. Fireworks are illegal to have in the National Forest, no matter how dry it is. Deputies spent last night patrolling neighborhoods in the East Mountains looking for fireworks or charcoal grills. So far, though, the biggest problem was a small fire burning in a remote area of the East Mountains just south of the crest. It was enough to stop traffic on Highway 47.
It doesn't look too bad right now, but you know, you don't see no flame, so if it turns into flame, it could be real bad.
A Forest Service helicopter airlifted firefighters in to fight that fire. They spent all night trying to douse the flames. Firework patrols will continue throughout the weekend. No fireworks, but lots of red, white, and blue. People who live in Show Low, Arizona had plenty of reasons to celebrate the 4th of July. Firefighters took center stage during the annual 4th of July parade. Without them, the town likely would have been ravaged by the Rodeo Chetasky wildfire. That fire is now 85% contained. Full containment could come as early as Sunday. Thank you, Renee. Driver beware. The newest generation of radar is available to almost every law enforcement agency in New Mexico. This sophisticated gear is highly calibrated, not only to the speed of the patrol car, but the surrounding traffic. State police can pick you up speeding from 4 different directions now: in front, coming and going, and behind, approaching and moving away. If your car is speeding, they can nail you. Officers no longer have to hide behind trees. In some cases, they can see you on radar before you're even thinking about them. And forget about that radar detector. State police have radar detectors. By the time your detector goes off, it'll just let you know that you've been caught.
And it's gadget for gadget, I guess.
God, no kidding.
Just slow down. Just go the speed limit.
Right, that's the best thing to do. Wear your seatbelt. be safe, drive the speed limit, and then you have nothing to worry about.
Exactly. Well, a word of warning for the holiday weekend. The Bernalillo County Sheriff's Department says it will be conducting DWI saturation patrols in the unincorporated areas of the South Valley starting today through Sunday.
They say they will not only be cracking down on drunk drivers, but they will be checking for a valid driver's license, proof of insurance and registration, and for seatbelt violations.
Was the shooting spree at LAX an act of terrorism or not? Police continue to investigate the tragedy while others just...
Mexico, it rained 11 inches in one day, if you can believe that.
We'd like to see that now.
Incredible. Here's a look at our current temperatures through... Let's throw it. He's an all-star both on and off the court. Miami's Heat's Alonzo Mourning is now using his star status to raise awareness about anemia, a health problem he's all too familiar with. Alonzo Mourning and Dr. David Henry are with us this morning to tell us more. Good morning, Zoe.
Good morning, Anthony.
Hey, first of all, I wanted to ask you some questions about the Heat. And again, this has been a 2-year battle with you as far as what has happened with your kidneys. But how are you feeling heading into the season this year? Because right now, I guess you're on break, just kind of relaxing, aren't you?
Yes, I am kind of relaxing, but at the same time, I'm staying in shape, you know. But one of the reasons why we're here is to promote this campaign called Rebound from Anemia. And the campaign helps